Yes, hello. Welcome back to another video from Smarlax Music Productions. Today I just want to walk you through a track I have here. Yes, hip hop R&B mixing really. All right, so this track is a hip hop R&B fusion style a track, and just want to walk you through the mixing quickly so you guys can see how I approach it, and it's the concept remains the same. I mean, slight difference, but you know what, it's really the same, 95%. All right, so let me just play a bit of it and then I'll just walk you through it and show you what I did. Yeah, so that's basically it. My battery died just now. Never choose a better time, you know. All right, so yeah, big fat and sweet track. All right, just in your face. So it's a dance, R&B hip hop track. All right, too many slow tracks out there, so I decided I'm gonna go mid tempo and just give a nice dance bounce vibe, you know. But anyway, let me just run right ahead in this mixing and let you guys see. So this is my mix window here, and everything is just straightforward. All right, so this is my kick here. Let's go ahead and alright, so this is what I have. You know, I have the NLS on it. Alright, and you can see there EQ, simple EQ. I just put a fairly wide bell on the sweet spot. This was a boxy sound. I just tip it out. I kind of needed a little spike up here, so I just lift it and I sweep the low frequency with that ear clicking thing out of it. So it's kind of squishy sound I didn't like, so I just put down a low pass filter. Alright, and to boost my low end again, I use this guy here, the Twig Tech, and that's the setting I have here, and I have my frequency at 60 hertz. Alright, I boosted it and I attenuate it a bit there, and on the top I did the same around I had to bring down this around 5. I boosted it. That's where the sweet spot was on the top end, and boosted it and I attenuated it again just to get that sweet, you know, sound, and it just contains everything. Alright, so yeah, I was clipping a bit, so I brought down the gain, and that's the sound. I use this guy here to just to bring up the transient a bit on the low and the low and the high side of it. Then I compress my regular compressor. Then I use a limiter to just, you know, squeeze everything and bring out the kick. All right, and to be on the safe side as well, not to clip. All right, one last thing, I added some attack with this transient master and bring some more sustain in it. So right, that's the raw kick, and this is the kick with all the plugins without. With. All right, more tight and more punchy, not any big major difference, but this is where I got it. I have a snare here, and this is my rack. I use the Nevo this time, and that's the snare EQ. I use this to bring on some nice little tapping, just a little bit, 9 dB. All right, 0.9 really. All right, and I have it at like 6K. All right, I put the analog button on, you know, just to get some of that analog distortion. Alright, so that's that. I use this again. I love to use this on snare. You see, guys see me use this on snare to give that snare that extra grit. Alright, let me just play a bit of the snare so you guys can hear. That's the raw snare, and this is the processing. Alright. And you can hear that snare. Alright, compress, limit again, and then I use the same thing here, just a little bit of attack, 0.3, and some sustain on it, and it gives a better tone. Alright, as you can hear. Alright, so pretty much simple. This is my clap, and basically the same set of plugins. That's the process. Alright. I have a finger snap here. Pretty simple, straight up. Just the basic EQ. Just put some ear in it and cut out some unwanted frequencies there, and my high pass filter, and just add a little bit of compression on it, and it's same processing for this one here, right? Only that the EQ is a bit different, and but just I treat it the same way. All right. These hats here, I like the cool hat, you know, not too much with the air, just that nice cool tone there on top. And then I add a saturation knob to show some dirt in it. Alright, and you guys, that's it without the saturation, and that's it with the saturation. Alright, I just put it on the high, so you can see it on keep high, and that's what I add on this hi-hat here, and I close hi-hat. This is I had it on the mic. That's the EQ setting and some saturation again. As you can hear with the saturation. Alright, there's some dirt in it, you know. Then I use this SPL. As you can hear what it's doing. Alright, so that's that. Alright, for these toms here, my NLS and the spike this time. Alright, my EQ, that's my EQ. Alright, I use this transient master again to get some more sustain, and the compressor. Gently compress it. Didn't want to squeeze it too much to let it sound too tuck, you know. So I just gently use a compressor. Alright, this is another set of toms, synth toms here. Then that's the EQ, and then I need the compressor. Very basic. Alright, I have a riser here. I just added a delay on it, and this riser here. Alright, just to add a little bit of something, you know. Alright, that's the effect of it. And then just add some air in it. Alright, another riser here, and I just use the same thing, EQ, and just get some air in it. For my bass, that's the EQ on my bass. That's what I have on my EQ setting. Bump the low in here to get that nice smooth fat bottom in, and here we have some nice little punch in this area here. So I just boosted it a bit, and the boxy sound here, and this kind of same unwanted sound here. I just dip it. I didn't use any filter on it. Right, then I add some saturation to the bass again. Sometimes these 808 these sub bass rather can get lost in the mix, so when you add some grit in it, it helps. All right, let me just mute this for you. See how smooth it is? Too smooth, so I add some saturation in it. Alright, and you can hear it buzzing. Alright, when it's in the mix, it's very smooth. You won't hear that the distortion, but it helps you to hear the bass better. Alright, so when you have that buzz, that grit in the bass, these sub bass, just add some. If you want to add some grit to hear it better in the mix, just add some distortion. Alright, and that works very well. And I did the same thing, just EQ and add the saturation. Then I add the NLS spike, and then I just compress both of them. Right, I work this way to save CPU because my computer is not as strong as some of you guys. Alright, then this is the piano. I filtered out a lot of the highs and find a sweet spot here and boosted it and take out some of the lows, and that's the piano. And I use this guy to compress it. I just to hold it, and that's what I have. Alright, here's my Rhodes over here. Alright, I add a doubler to this Rhodes to give it a bit of life. Without the doubler. Alright, with the doubler. Alright, you can hear how it brings it alive. Add some NLS in it. And that's the EQ. So it's coming from here to here. Alright, so yeah. Alright, so this synth sound that I start with. And here we go. Alright, the NLS, I use the mic this time around on it. Alright, and I add the double as well. Alright, the double just bring it, expand it, you know, and just give it a bigger sound. That's my EQ. Took out some of the ear with a filter. And then I squeeze it with a compressor a bit. Because the sound is very aggressive. So I put the compressor to work there. Right, so that's that. Alright, now for this pad, simple, I just take out the highs on it. So I filtered out most of the highs and then I compress it, right? Kind of pull the compressor on it a bit there. For this pad, that's the EQ. Then I squeeze it with a compressor a bit just to keep it tight. Alright, this bell here, simple EQ, right, and the compressor. Alright, so yeah, straight up, straightforward, simple. I didn't spread it, use any doubler on these guys because these guys are like a solo. I'm playing some little riffs in it, so they could always just stay in the center a bit, you know. Alright, now for this pluck sound, I just EQ'd it, and then I compress it, right? Then I add a limiter and pull it because I really needed the sound to stick out. Right, it's one of the highlight sounds, so alright, so the vocals are here, and alright, I had a shelf and a band here, white band here, around in the 1K region. Dip here, and then I put a low pass, high pass filter on it. So, and then I use this guy here to compress it. Alright, so that's basically it. Very, as like I said, very straight up mixing, right? Nothing special. Alright, I just use what I have to use on my ears and try to get the best sound possible, and this is what I achieve. Alright, yeah, so that's it. I'm still listening, so I still can make adjustments if needed, and but that's pretty straightforward, simple, basic mixing, and yeah, that's it. So anyway, I'm later and I'm out of here again. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it already, and be sure not to miss upcoming videos. Alright, enough respect. Thanks for the support again, guys. I'm out of here.